Alright, hi guys, my name is Alexis, and in this video I'm going to be going over how much I spend in a month living in Oahu, Hawaii as a 25-year-old PhD student. Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, my name is Alexis and I am a PhD student at the University of Hawaii at Manoa studying biological oceanography. And I usually make vlogs about my life as a PhD student here in Hawaii. I thought this video could be interesting for you guys that are maybe wondering how expensive it is to live in Hawaii. Maybe you're moving here for school or for work and you want to get a sense of what the cost of living is like, especially as a grad student where you don't make that much money compared to if you had just gone into a normal like 9-to-5 job. With all of that being said, I'll get right into it. Okay, so I'll begin kind of in order of importance or the most money spent on these different categories. And the first is going to be rent and utilities. So as you may know, it costs a lot to live in Hawaii. I live in a small studio apartment with my fiance and we spend $1,308.44 on rent and utilities. So our rent for an apartment is actually pretty cheap, but we do have a studio apartment that we're paying $1,161 for. That is just for rent alone, no utilities. Luckily, we don't pay for water or anything like that, but we do pay our electric bill, and this month it was about $61, and this was actually on the lower end. Usually it's around $80 to $150. It just really varies, and it seems like we were not using it as much this month. I have no idea why, because I felt like we were running the AC, but it was raining a lot, so maybe it was just too cold to even need the AC this month. We also have to pay for internet because we are students and we do a lot of working from home, and we paid $55 for our internet. We also paid $30 on laundry, and this was actually just topping up our card because we ran out of money on the card. And yeah, we have to pay for laundry. It really does vary on whether or not your apartment comes with laundry in units or just like in a communal space. That's also something to consider when you're searching for apartments and stuff. And whether or not you have to pay for parking or parking is included. We do have to pay for parking where we live, but we haven't purchased a parking permit because this is like $300 per month and that just doesn't seem worth it. So we just deal with finding street parking and trying not to get towed. That is a major goal for this year because we got towed 2 times last year, and yeah, that's just crazy expensive and super annoying to have to go pick up your car. All right, the next biggest expense, as you can imagine and probably would have guessed, is food. So in this category, I've included all of our grocery trips, so like Costco and stuff where we actually needed to pick up groceries, as well as eating out. So all of our food came out to a total of $647.54. And I want you to keep in mind that this is food for me and my partner, so food for 2 people. If you're just one person, it could be a good idea to divide this by 2 if you're interested in how much only one person will probably pay on a month of food in Hawaii. But yeah, that's how much we spent on a month eating here. And I wanted to break this down by how much we spent on groceries versus eating out, and it looked like we spent $441.47 on grocery trips. So this was 3 trips to Costco, 1 quick trip to Whole Foods, another to H Mart, and this Indian market. And that's including our Amazon subscription for tofu because we order kind of like in bulk. It's one of the cheaper options, but that's included in that total. So eating out for the 2 of us, which was mostly trips to Down to Earth, which is this really cool grocery store with a lot of vegan food, a lot of vegan sweets, so we like going there a lot. I think we went 4 times. Also, We had 4 trips for acai bowls, mostly because we were filming this YouTube video about the best acai bowls here in Hawaii. So yeah, we needed to eat a lot of acai bowls, but that being said, we already eat so many. I guess we had 4 trips for that, 1 trip for boba. All of that eating out totaled to $206.07 for 2 people, so about $100 per person. Really not too bad. It wasn't something we really needed to get, but we wanted it, so it's there. Maybe we can work on eating out a little bit less, but that is that. Okay, so the third category is car and transportation. So this month we spent $274.79 on all things relating to our car. So this included gassing up twice, which came out to $76.55. I drive a Toyota Prius, which is a hybrid, so I don't use as much gas as other cars would, so keep that in mind depending on which car you have or are looking to buy while you're here, if you're even going to be buying a car. Mopeds are also a really popular choice, but they're also a little bit expensive too, and they need to be serviced and stuff. I have Geico and spent $195.24 on car insurance this month, which is really crazy. My car insurance went up, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, we spend a lot to have a car here. I shouldn't be complaining because I have a hybrid, so I don't spend that much on gas, but it does come out to number 3 on like most expensive stuff that we spend our money on. We also spent $3 on parking to surf in Waikiki, because if you guys have been to that beach or are familiar with it, there's no free close parking to surf at one of the most popular longboarding spots, unless you want to walk really far. But we pay for parking, and yeah, this is about $3 each time you want to go surfing. And I shouldn't be complaining because having a car is really nice. It allows us to go all over the island. The island's pretty small, but you can get anywhere in around roughly 30 minutes. And if you're going to North Shore, that's probably like an hour drive from Waikiki. So everything is really close on the island, but having a car just means that you're able to go to the east side, to North Shore, west side, kind of wherever you want to go very easily in not that much time. The next most expensive cost is not really relevant to everyone, but we had to sign up for the Honolulu Marathon by the end of February before prices increased for Hawaii residents. It was $94.60 for us to sign up now before March. So me and my fiance ran the Honolulu Marathon last year for the first time ever, and we loved it so much. We were in so much pain, but it felt like a huge accomplishment, so we thought we would be really sad if we didn't run it this year, at least very sad on marathon day. So we're signed up to run this in December, and we figured that the financially smart choice was to sign up now because it's the cheapest that it's gonna ever be, which is $94.60, and will only increase the longer you wait to sign up. I think the day before the marathon, it goes up to like $400 or something crazy like that. But yeah, the Honolulu Marathon is great course, beautiful views. If you're interested in seeing what it's like, we actually made a video on it, on our experience running it for the very first time. So go check that out if that sounds interesting to you at all. So yeah, this month we spent $189.20 signing up for this marathon, which was $94.60 each. Okay, so the next category is actually something that's probably of interest to you guys if you're gonna be coming here and wanna go out or do social things. So we have this category called fun, which is basically like all of the fun things we did with our friends this month, going out, all those sorts of things. And this month we spent $174.54 basically to have fun with our friends. And yeah, we don't always go out a lot, but we have a friend who's leaving the island. So we really wanted to hang out with them, grab some drinks, and do karaoke at GS Studios, which is one of my favorite karaoke places on the island. It's right in the heart of Waikiki. So on one night out, for me and my partner, we spent $146.72 at one Irish pub and karaoke for like 3-something hours. I forgot how long we were there. Karaoke is a little bit expensive, but less expensive when you do it with friends. Looking back, it was a great time, so definitely worth spending that money. We could have had a little bit less drinks and felt much better about it the next day. Lessons learned, it was still a good time. And because we were going to be drinking with friends that night, we took an Uber to Waikiki and back, and those 2 Ubers came out to $27.82, which is really not that much when you think about it. Ubers are definitely worth it, you know? So yeah, that's that for our like really fun night out with friends. And yeah, those are really the only 2 things that I had in the fun category. So just one night out and how much we spent. $174.54. When you think about it, in one night out, that's actually kind of a lot. And maybe we could have done without, but you know, we wanted to do something nice with our friends. Not that there weren't other like free alternatives, but that's what we chose to do. Okay, so our next category is YouTube. This is really interesting because we've been doing YouTube for a little while now. I started it kind of just before I moved here to Hawaii because I wanted to share my PhD experience with you guys and this experience of living on an island and everything. Yeah, this is funny because we've been doing YouTube for a little while now, and I wanted to show you guys that, you know, YouTube is an investment. We're not getting paid from it yet. We haven't gotten monetized because we don't have the subscribers yet. We're at like 776 right now as I'm filming this, and we want to get to 1,000 so we can finally get monetized. And we're doing pretty good on the watch hours actually. It's 4,000 watch hours. We're like more than half of the way there. So yeah, it's going to be really, really exciting once we're finally monetized. But right now we're actually putting a decent amount of money into YouTube without any pay. So like decent amount of money and a lot of our time to be doing this, which, you know, we love doing it. So it's definitely worth it. And we want to do it well so that we're able to grow this YouTube channel. That being said, we've put in $112.40 into our YouTube channel this month. And I wanted to kind of show you guys what we're spending our money on. Exactly. So I got a new camera for Christmas and we wanted to get a second battery for this new camera. So that costed us around $24 for the new battery. Then we wanted to purchase a second microphone, kind of like the one I'm wearing right now, this little thing. We wanted to get a second one so that when we're filming our Alexus Explain videos or our podcast videos where we have the 2 of us sitting on the couch talking, we want a microphone that clearly picks up both of our voices. So this microphone is much better than like this one that we have, much more clear. So we wanted to find a way to have 2 of the lav mics into one like mic input on the camera. So we paid $26.13 for that second microphone and $10.26 for the adapter. But yeah, those are more costs just to level up the quality of the sound in our video so you guys have nice and crisp audio. What other YouTube costs are there? We pay $5 a month for our RSS feed, which allows us to share our podcast, the Alexus Explain series, with you guys. This is something we want to grow, so we're putting a little bit of money into it. Then we have the usual, so we make vlogs and stuff where we put background music and we can't use copyrighted music, so we pay for EPIDEMIC Sound, which is a monthly subscription of $15 to use all of the music that they have with that license. We pay $19 for TubeBuddy, which allows us to do keyword search for like strong keywords, strong tags, and words to use in our titles and descriptions. So I think this is really important for growing our channel, so it's something we invest some money in. We also pay for CANVA. That is a subscription of about $13 a month, and this is where we make all of our thumbnails. And yeah, we're trying to step up our thumbnail game, so you guys click on our videos. And yeah, we're using CANVA to do this because it's the best tool that we've found so far. And yeah, that's it for our YouTube spending. I wanted to share this with you guys in case you guys were also working on a YouTube channel or thinking about starting a YouTube channel and are wondering like how much money do you have to put into it. Honestly, you don't need to put that much money into it. You can film everything on your iPhone and slowly step up. That's what I would recommend anyway. Like once you know that you want to keep doing this, want to be consistent, publishing regular videos every single week, yeah, then I would recommend putting more money into it. And once you have some subscribers and stuff, ideally. But yeah, that's how much we're spending on YouTube, and we're making $0 from it right now, so keep that in mind. So right now, I guess it's like a really expensive hobby, but that's okay. That's okay. We like doing it. We like sharing these videos with you guys. So the next category that I have here is date night. And as you know, in February, we had Valentine's Day. So we did a Valentine's Day breakfast at this cafe called Morning Brew that we really like because they have good vegan banana pancakes and amazing chai tea lattes. You know, for a breakfast date there, we spent $37.07 for both of our pancakes and chai lattes. Really not too bad. That's like $20 per person, I think. Kind of standard for anywhere here. Our Valentine's date, in the evening, we made pizzas and went to Magic Island, so that actually didn't cost us any money as far as like eating out, just using the groceries we had. So I didn't include anything else for Valentine's Day. But we also went on another date where we picked up some burgers from this place called The Counter, where you can like completely customize your burgers. They have vegan options. So of course we love this place, and the burgers are really giant. Like I have to show you a picture of what these burgers look like because they're not your average burgers. We really load them with like all the veggies we can, pineapple. We have like a full side salad too. So for 2 loaded burgers from there, we paid $47.70. A little bit expensive. That's like almost $50 for a dinner for 2, but we were happy with it. We ate our burgers at China Walls and had a very good date night. So yeah, those 2 date nights came out to $84.77. Really not that bad, actually. The really nice thing about living here is that we can just make food, pick up something, and go to the beach. And going to the beach is free for the most part. Food you can make at home. So yeah, your date nights can be as cheap or as expensive as you want it to, and it's still gonna be an amazing time with your partner. The last category that I had was medicine. So at one point during the month, I needed to go to CVS to pick up some Motrin, something we really needed, and this came out to $23.03. Really not that bad for something you really needed, and it was a pretty big pack that will last for a while. So yeah, not a major expense. So adding up these 8 categories that I talked about, we spent $2,814.71 on a month here living in Hawaii for 2 people. So keep that in mind. It is me and my partner. You may need to divide some of these categories by 2 to get the price for a single person. And next, I thought it would be interesting to see how much of our spending is essential must-haves, nice-to-haves, or could do without, just to get an idea of where our money is going. Are we spending more money than we should be, or are there areas where we can cut back and spend less? So I have 4 levels, one being essentials. So these are things like rent and food, the 2 things that you need to like kind of survive here. I also have must-haves, which are going to be our YouTube things like the CANVA EPIDEMIC sound, the gear that we purchased, right? These are must-haves because in order to grow our YouTube channel properly, make cool videos, we kind of need to invest some money into it. And then I have nice to have. So this is a lot of our eating out, trips to Down to Earth, acai bowls, stuff like that. We like having them, but aren't completely necessary. The last category I have is could do without, and this is mostly our big night out with our friends because, you know, there was no reason we needed to have all of those drinks or pay to go to karaoke. Like, we could have done karaoke and singing at home with our friends, done a game night or something a little bit cheaper. So that would be in that category. So 73.35% of our spending was on those essential items, which is pretty good, I think. We spent 13.02% on the must-haves, which are a lot of our YouTube stuff. We're spending 86% of our money on things that we kind of really need or things that we really want. We spent 8.42% of what we spent was on those nice to haves, the eating out. I don't think that's too bad. We could cut down on it, but we already don't do too much eating out. So I think that's okay there. And 5.21% was spent on the one night out with our friends, the kind of could do without or could do cheaper. So yeah, if anything, I think that's where we could have cut back the most, but it's only 5%. So I think overall, we're not doing too bad. We spent around $2,800 for 2 people living in Hawaii for 1 month. I don't know. Is Hawaii more expensive than other places like LA or New York? Probably just depends on your own personal saving and spending habits, how much you eat out versus how much you cook at home, whether you're paying for coffee every day. Yeah, that's kind of what our spending looks like. Please give this video a really big like if you enjoyed it or if you found it helpful. Leave a comment if there's something that you want us to know. If you have any idea of how this month of spending compares to different places around the world, let us know. We'd love to hear your comments. And click the subscribe button so you guys don't miss any more future videos about our life as PhD students living in Hawaii. All right, thank you guys so much. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and check out our other moving vlog where we show you our new studio apartments.